Hey yo guys, Smash Chamber, you already know I'm not gonna waste no time. This is a straightforward guide to the Citadelee Morts Easter egg. Now I have a friend along with it as well, I didn't really know the step at the time, I was pretty lazy to do it, so I had a friend here, Little Bad Boy 2.0 to help me out. Shout out to his channel. So the first step we're gonna do here is make sure you have Pack-a-Punch activated, we get all the simple stuff out of the way. Pack-a-Punch, kill the little double gas monster, activate Pack-a-Punch, and also get all the 4 swords ready. Now I will have a separate guide for that because I just don't want to waste any more time. I'm just going to get cut to the chase. Now the next step here you want to do is talk to this old man, interact with him by just holding square. Now my friend did mention something. If it starts glitching, the Easter egg will not be ruined, just to let you guys know.
But say if the dude's eye stays purple on your screen, don't worry, the Easter egg's not glitched, it'll still work.
So after that, you then want to head to this little room here, and you have to find all 4 pages. I'm showing all of them right now, as you guys can see in my screen. Make sure you look very carefully. They're very tricky to find, or it can be a little dark. If you have to turn your screen brightness up, and then you can put it back how it was before, just to make things easy. I'm not trying to make anything complicated. So after you get that done, you then want to head to the room Undercroft, and you're going to see a bunch of brick walls. You need the melee macchiato perk, and you have to melee it basically, and it will show all these symbols. Now what that does is you have to head back to spawn, and you're going to see all these little tube looking cups, you want to call it. There are like 6 of them each, so you then want to look around, and it has numbers, so that way you know the order. So make sure you interact with all of them, and it's going to show an order. It'll show what number it is, like first to last. And then once you get that done, you then want to head back to that room, and you basically want to put all the numbers of the symbols together, if that makes any sense. I'll put some words if I have to explain more if I miss anything. Also, taking a screenshot helps as well, so be sure to do that. Now you then want to head back to the Undercraft room, and then go back to the symbols. Whatever you had in order from 1st to 6th, you shoot at 1 symbol. Now I know my friend was doing this because I didn't know what the heck I was doing, but I'm explaining it how it's supposed to be done. So you shoot 1 symbol wherever you have first, because it's different on every game, and then you go on to the next, and etc, all the way to 6. Now it does get faster each time, so just really pay attention. And then once you get all that done, you then have to interact with this other brick wall, which will then reveal a book, and you have to interact with it with square. Now it will show all 4 symbols of the map. Now what that does is, around the entire map there's 4 symbols each where the trap is placed on the ground. It's different in each game, so really pay attention to what symbol you have first on the book. Whatever's first is first, whatever's second, third, fourth, etc. And once you then have to go to each trap, and make sure you interact with it first, and then you kill all the zombies. So for this next step, we have to get the horseshoe. Now that was one of the locations that I was showing on screen. The second one, you have to go to the canyon, and then you have to fly your way up. Now lightning will appear on your screen, as you guys can see right now. Now there will be a cloud up in the sky, as you guys can see. It will be in an alien location. Now my friend was getting the piece, but he ended up giving it to me, so that way I have footage of showing the Easter egg. And for this third part is another upgrade part for the horseshoe. You need to craft 3 Molotovs from the crafting table. So there's one of them as I'm showing right now. The second location is in the middle where my friend is throwing it, as you guys can see right there. Where he threw it exactly is where it is, and as you guys can see, he made that shot. And then the last one will be at the very right side, kind of down there. You have to throw it way down there. Now you could also use the dragon sword and just use the specialty and throw the fire there, because that works as well, in case if you missed your shot with the Molotov. Also forgot to mention, double gas monster will appear. You have to kill it, and then it'll give you the last part. Now for this next step, head down to this room where it has like a little sewage thinking. I know I didn't do this part, my friend did it for me, but when you go head to the slide, at the very end part, the very right, there will be a P. You need to shoot it, and then when you head to spawn, there will be something flying in the sky like a little bird. You then want to shoot it, and then you're supposed to pick up another piece. For this next part, you then want to head to entrance hall, and what you want to do here is there's going to be like a little red thing on top where Vulture A perk is, you want to basically shoot at where it's lining up to in each little like ball thingy, I guess you can say that. You want to keep shooting on it until it hits this little room. Pretty much you kind of like have to match where everything is going to lead to until it hits this statue looking thingy, and then you'll also be able to pick up this purple thing that's on the table. Now you pretty much have all the ritual stuff, and now what you want to do next is head to each of these glowing things you see on the ground, and what you want to do is interact with all 4 of them. It could be done any order, doesn't matter. You can start with the one in spawn, the one that's in the hallway, you know, any one, it doesn't matter. Make sure you do all 4 of them, and after you do all 4 of them, you want to head down to this room, and it's showing all the symbols, and you then need to take a screenshot, obviously, or take a picture on your phone, because it's different on each game. So whatever order you have here showing 1, 2, 3, 4, you need to do it in order depending what sword you have first. So for example, let's say if it's stacks or lightning or lion, you know, whatever is first in your game specifically, you need to do that first. Now this is me showing you guys an example. When I had dragon and it was my 3rd, by the way, you want to make sure you go to the loot chest, make sure you grab that little thing we just created, grab that, and you want to run into each, depending what knight you have and what sword. What you want to do here, you pretty much have to press L1, and then you want to press left D-pad twice quickly, and then it will do like a little animation, and then the knight should start moving. Then you want to place your sword there. It will start glowing also, by the way. Also place your sword there, and do the same for each of the other swords depending what you have in order. Like I said, once you have all 4 of them, you then going to get a white looking orb in the very middle of the hallway. You then want to pick that piece up, and now what's going to happen is that there's going to be 4 different challenges on each sword. So we're going to start with the lion, which is the first sword. For this challenge, you pretty much have to stand on these green orbs and just kill zombies until each orb disappears, and you want to get all of that done, all of it. So once that's done, you then going to hear like a quote, and then you have to go back to that room where you placed the orb, and you want to pick that up. Same goes for the other challenges. For the lightning one, you have to use the left L trigger button to kill zombies, and then you should get that done as well. Also, same goes to the dragon and the raven sword. Same thing, same process. Use your left trigger button to collect the zombie souls, and make sure you always pick up the orb after the challenge is done, because you will have to like start a challenge and then finish it. Now once you get all that done, you're pretty much up to the boss fight. If needed, make sure you guys have level 3 pack up punch, get all your purrs, get all your armor. You know, once you get all that done, head back to the symbol looking room, and then you can reveal the secret room. You head inside there will be a ghost appear. Make sure you grab the little purple thingy, the chest or key, whatever you want to call it, and then you listen to a little story or dialogue what he says, and then you want to head back to spawn, and now you can finally interact and start the boss fight. And then the statue will appear. He'll be alive, and then he will teleport you to a whole different room where you have to fight him off. This boss has 3 phases, by the way. So the first phase, you want to take out all of his armor. It's a lot of armor. You pretty much have to run around circles because there's going to be a bunch of zombies spawning. Also be careful with the lava. So when you shoot up mount enough of his armor, you notice some lava in him, and then you kind of want to shoot his weak spot. It kind of reminds me of the Forsaken boss fight on Black Ops Cold War a little bit. Eventually he'll go to phase 2. Now phase 2, also it will spawn a Maxima, by the way. Zombies will spawn. Now I like to use the sword to come in handy, just so you won't have to waste no ammo. Also, again, like I said, you get max ammo. Now he has new attacks such as jumping and slamming. Be careful when he does that. Just run around circles. Eat the shroud is recommend. You definitely want to use that whenever you're about to go down, especially when you have 2 eat the shrouds. That's very useful. Again, same thing as the phase 1. You take his armor down. You'll also want to go for his legs too, to take his armor down. And he'll have a high visibility of his chest. You mainly shoot his chest because that's another good weak spot to shoot him off. And then eventually he'll go to phase 3, and you notice he'll make the circle a little small smaller, more lava will appear. For the last phase, definitely again use your sword when zombies spawn, then maximum will appear. Also, you know, kill a few zombies if you need armor, because armor is very important. You don't want to go down. You know, if anything, if you have like any support like mutant injection, you can, you know, take the boss down, you know, or if you have ray gun, wonder weapon, anything like that, you know, keep shooting his armor off eventually, you know, shoot his chest, and then you pretty much beat the boss fight. So that's pretty much it for this Easter egg. I hope you guys liked the video, enjoy it. If you guys found this useful, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and thank you guys for watching.